Man, ever since THF Bayzoo died, it's been just really bad vibes in the rap and the drill game, man. I feel like THF Bayzoo, he was really a legendary figure when it came to these Chicago drill kind of streets. You know, he was so close with Dirk. He was OTF. He had the songs with King Von. Like, I feel like this was somebody that was really there and really survived through, you know, this crazy era of like 2019, 2020 when...
Before this video start, do your homework on grab your thing, roll it up in grab a leaf. Don't roll it up in nothing else. If you do, shame on you. Okay? Second thing I want you to do your homework on is I want you to ask you a question. Who won? It's a very interesting question. Y'all know the 600 versus 63rd and O Block versus 63rd and all that shit. Who won? Dirk in jail. Vaughn passed away. Basoo passed away. Lil Tim got hit in his stomach. It was on the shit bag for a year and a half. Quando Rondo in jail. FBG Duck passed away. Get right, everybody from that whole era. The only niggas are really alive from that whole era is like FYB J-Mane, King Yella, and fucking E-Dog from O-Block. That's really it, bro. Who else is alive and out of jail right now from that era? Fredo is gone. Lil Reese in jail. Like who won? Nobody win these wars, bro. It's better to sit your ass in the crib.
Came back.
Like me.
And just everybody's been devastated by his passing away, man. But a lot more rumors and a lot more speculation has been going around about how he died and like who actually might have been responsible. Now, I'm honestly quite surprised that we've not had like a bigger update. We've not had like more theories. I haven't seen much, honestly, on Reddit, on YouTube, on Instagram. I haven't seen much to indicate that anybody seems to know what really went on in this situation, but there has been some speculation. There has been talk of a backdoor, and a lot of old clips of Basoo have kind of resurfaced recently that have kind of had a lot of people just looking at this situation with kind of a bit of a raised eyebrow. So this was the official news reporting in the Chicago Sun-Times. Said nearly 60 shots were fired in a little village ambush that left a man dead.
And they was close range. All them shots was close range. Now, like I said, I don't think Stu had a chance, injured. Bro.
So they're saying Devonshea Conquelin Collier, obviously THF Bayzoo, died in the Saturday attack that left 33 rifle and 24 9mm rounds on the scene in the 3100 block of South St. Louis Avenue. So, you know, I covered this at the time. I covered this story very quickly right after it happened, but I didn't really get a chance to, like, these sort of articles, the reporting from the police, these details hadn't really come out when I'd done my previous video about it. So I'm going to read this to you, and you're going to get a little bit more backstory into exactly why and how this all went down. This says nearly 60 shots were fired in an ambush Saturday afternoon that left a man dead and 2 others wounded in Little Village. And if you saw the footage...
The fact that the other 2 ain't died, they was just casualties. Like, they probably caught a few strays, but you could tell whoever did that was coming to get Zoo. Like, they ain't want nobody else. They wanted Zoo.
There were 2 guys with Bayzoo, but it seemed like he was the main target. Unfortunately, the other guys did survive, but it sounds like they were also wounded. So, Bayzoo, 35, and 2 other men aged 39 and 42 were walking back to their car in the 3100 block of South St. Louis Avenue after buying car parts to work on the 42-year-old's car around 3 p.m. Saturday. That's when 2 gunmen, one dressed in all gray, armed with a rifle, and another dressed in all black, armed with a handgun, jumped out of a silver 4-door Honda and opened fire before fleeing in an unknown direction. According to Chicago police reports that were obtained by the Sun-Times. So this is more information we've actually got from the police since that footage came out. And honestly, I can't... it's actually crazy. We're really living in an era where you get the straight surveillance murder footage before you even get the police reporting on how many shots were fired. It's a messed up time, really.
It's crazy, right?
So people are saying Basoo of Grand Boulevard neighborhood was taken in critical condition to Mount Sinai Hospital, but he was shot twice in the head, twice in the abdomen, and 3 times in the back, and he was pronounced dead at 3:54 a.m. on Sunday. Police in the Cook County Medical
Examiner. So he survived a while, because it said afternoon Saturday. After buying car parts on a 42-year-old's car around 3 p.m. Saturday, that's when 2 gunmen. So 3 p.m. So he lasted 12 hours after he got shot is when he passed.
Office confirmed it. And obviously, if you were following the situation as it happened,
that's why they thought he had died
incident. This incident went down around 3 p.m. on Saturday, and I remember, you know, I was at ComplexCon when this all went down. And then, you know, we didn't know. They're saying it was 12 hours until he was pronounced dead. You know, there was reports that he was fighting for his life, that he was on life support, or that he was going through surgery, he was going to survive.
I just said
unfortunately, it took 12 hours for them to pronounce him dead.
That's crazy.
The 39-year-old man was shot in the back, and another man, 42, was suffering gunshot wounds to the back, arms, and hip. and the police said both of them fortunately were in fair condition at Stroger Hospital. But the detectives recovered 33 rifle rounds and 24 9mm rounds from the scene, okay? And nobody is in custody as of yet. Now, this is just, you know, it's even more chilling when you find out some of these details. But now, like, a lot of old footage of Basoo and interviews and things have been going around.
Okay.
And this particular no jumper interview is kind of like resurfaced. And basically, a lot of people are saying, you know, Basoo basically felt like he was untouchable. You know, he wasn't going to get caught lacking. He wasn't moving sloppy out in these streets.
That's how everybody feel. That's why I said you cannot feel like that. You got to be self-aware. And you gotta be on, especially when you a nigga like this, bro, you have to be on top of your P's and Q's, bro. Even if you a random, you could be a random, nice, suburban white boy who wear a suit every day. You still gotta be on your P's and Q's, bro. On bro grade. But especially if you in the street and eats, for real, and you come from any type of close background as Basoo did, gang, you can't ever think that you ain't lacking, or you can't ever think that this, that, the third. Like, every nigga get on these interviews be like, man, I ain't scared. You got to know how to move. You got to know how to move. You don't think, so you think everybody that got killed, quote unquote, didn't know how to move? There's no way for you to move. There's things that you could do to prevent the likelihood of it happening, but there's no way to move that is going to make me not see you if you don't see me. You feel me? That's all that has to happen for a nigga to get killed.
And he really couldn't see himself. He couldn't have imagined things going down the way that it went. And he says something very interesting in this clip where he basically says the only thing he really fears is getting betrayed by his own people.
Do what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm standing on that shit with an iron fist. If a motherfucker catch me and do what they do, which it ain't gonna happen, I'm too advanced for these niggas. I sit and watch how these niggas lose their life. It ain't nothing to be bragging on, but these niggas flunkies to me, gang. Like, they ain't built for this shit. Like, I don't get caught like it, man. Any shit can happen to anybody, blood. Blink of an eye, you turn your head one second, man, the wrong move, motherfucker see you, you don't see them, it can happen, gang. Don't surround yourself in certain environments, you ain't gotta worry about that shit.
That's bullshit, bro. That is a falsehood, bro. There's not no rules to this shit. It's not no rule that say in the book of life that say if you don't go to this neighborhood, you won't get killed. That's just not true.
I'm too much worried about one of my own snaking me out before I let a goofy get up on me, gang. That's just how I look at life. You feel me? Like, can't no nigga think farther than me, man. I realize I do this shit, bro. You feel me?
So you for the pushing the peace movement, like?
Yeah.
So look, Basoo basically was saying like, look, I can't see myself getting caught lacking like that. I can't see it happening. I move differently. I move correctly. Like, that's not going to happen. Bro. I'm more worried about people from my own side sliming me out and snaking me out and setting me up. And it's very sad and it's very chilling because it does make you think, well, we still haven't seen anyone in custody. We still haven't really got any rumors who was responsible. And Basoo had a lot of ops. Obviously, he was very close with Lil Durk and OTF. He's got a whole bunch of ops, whether it's 63rd. This could be old school beef, you know, like Brick Squad, Lil JoJo's lot. Like, there's so many people this could be involved with. 051 Yog Money. You know, there's even internal beefs. They were saying that O Block and OTF weren't seeing eye to eye. Who knows who could have been responsible for this, okay? So it is a really sad situation. It makes you wonder, maybe somebody close to Basoo did set him up. Like, he himself said that's possible. Now, what's really interesting is that our boy FYB J Main, okay, he's popped out. Okay, he's basically popped out to
do your homework on the J Main homework.
Do your homework on Tay Savage.
So, man, I love J Main, man. He's a legend. I want to see more of him, man. But basically, according to J Main, he basically says that Tay Savage actually had plans to bring Basoo to J Main's Chicago content house. I didn't know he even had a content house, but he apparently got a content house out there in Chicago and was really hoping like Tay Savage could try and keep Basoo out of trouble and get them on the content wave. And it's just such a shame this happened before that could have taken place.
You did your homework on Murder Town? Do your homework on Tay Savage. Say, he called me like, J-Man, I see y'all got the content house in Chicago right now. On phone, I see y'all over whooping at the content house. On phone, I'm like, yeah, this some Pusha P shit that we started over here.
Right.
On phone, I say this is a place the GDs, the BDs, the Vice Lords, on phone, great, phone from out west, phone from out south, and over east can come together and whoop in peace.
Whoop in peace.
Happens over here.
Fall down.
Ain't a shot been licked off. So, taking that, I'm bringing you Timo and Basoo. Bro, to see Basoo die like a day or two after Tay Savage told me he finna bring that man to me, bro.
That's crazy.
That shit f*** me up, gang.
That's crazy.
That shit f*** me up. I say, Tay, what the bro? That's all it ain't that I blame Tay, but I'm Tay. You supposed to brought that man to me. Cause I just feel like if Basoo came to that content house, you know, it's certain shit that you do in your life, like you wouldn't even been here at that certain time. You probably he probably would have still been with J-Man because the energy might have been just that damn good. You catch my drift?
So look, I really respect what J-Man is doing, man. Like having a content.
And that's why I don't tolerate no J-Man slander on this channel, because ain't nobody else trying to do shit. None of y'all niggas. Motherfuckers on here talking about some, J-Man can't do this and J-Man can't do that and he did that. He trying, bro. He trying some. Ain't nobody else trying to do shit. Have you heard about Lil Durk starting a content house or a studio or any fucking thing? He trying, bro. He trying some shit that ain't nobody tried. Chief Keef ain't tried it. I don't know for a fact, but Chief Keef ain't tried it. Herb ain't tried it. Bibby ain't tried it. Durk ain't tried it. Goddamn it. No, Duck didn't try it. Vaughn didn't try it. None of these niggas really tried it, bro. He trying something.
House in Chicago where you got all the gangs pushing peace, putting down their flags, putting down their weapons, and just coming together to make content like that. Honestly, I'll keep it real. That's one of the most inspirational things I've ever heard out of Chicago. So massive salute to J-Man for doing that, man. I really, really respect what he's doing. His whole push and peace movement, I have so much respect for. But the fact that he's got a content house in Chicago and he is literally trying to grab guys, take them out of the streets, and shout out to Tay Savage for playing his part in this too, man. I respect that so much, and I feel like I feel his pain, bro, because it's like, it might sound like he's over whooping a little bit, but real talk, bro, like, he might have got Basoo out of that situation. Like, Basoo might have come through to the content house, said, man, I'm having a good time here. We're making some content. Let me just stay a couple more. Like,
you ever had one of them days where everything seems to go wrong? I mean, you're just trying to grab a cup of coffee and bam! You're tangled in a pile of boxes because the shelf is broken. And just like that, I realized sometimes accidents at work are more than just funny stories. They can actually change everything. Trying to handle a workplace injury on your own? It's like trying to fix the broken shelf yourself. More chaos, more headaches, and it's no guarantee that you'll get what you deserve. You got paperwork, insurance calls, and someone always telling you to wait. It's enough to make you wish you had a secret weapon. But here's the thing, there's a team of people that fights for people just like you. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, has been winning cases when everybody else said it couldn't be done. In Florida, someone got $12 million after a work accident, even though the insurance was ready to offer just $350,000. In Pennsylvania, a worker was awarded $26 million, which was 40 times the initial offer. These are not just numbers. They're real victories for real people, all thanks to the team that fights hard for justice. More than 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, like a legal squad ready to jump into action. Yeah. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients. And they have a long history of helping workers get what they're owed. Because when you're injured at work, you shouldn't have to go at it alone. You can just click the link below or the QR code that's on your screen. No endless waits or confusing forms. Just a quick way to start protecting your rights today. So if you had an accident on the job, do not risk doing it alone. You can check out Morgan & Morgan, because even in the toughest workplace accidents, a strong team makes all the difference. And trust me, there's a reason why they're America's largest injury law firm. It's because they fight for the people just like you.
These type of interventions, bro, don't sleep on that, because Chicago, this is the type of thing that's really gonna help Chicago heal, and getting guys out of that situation so they ain't around these places and they're over there making content. I just have the utmost respect, man. I feel his pain. Like, that really, like, these sorts of things are going to save lives. Real talk. It's no cap. Like, I'm not taking a piss. I'm not overwhelmed, but like that can save lives, okay? Imagine the guys that he's got in the content house right now was not locked in and they was out doing all sorts of nonsense in the streets, bro. So I've got to give the utmost respect to J-Man for doing that. Now, he would go on to say a few more interesting things in this clip that I'm gonna kind of touch on for you, okay? So next up, later on in the interview, all right, he even takes the Gucci cap off because, you know, it's a serious conversation, all right? But later on in the interview, he basically...
Hold on, Paul, you need to put that motherfucker back on. Do your homework on the ball spot, J-Man.
breaks things down as far as like how Chicago, the city itself, works. And he basically says the murder of Basoo and then also the killing of 757 BA's baby mother, which we covered in a previous video. People were trying to say that maybe she backdoored Basoo and got killed in return, but now people are saying that it was just mistaken identity. But we still don't know if that's mistaken identity because they thought whoever was in that car might set up Basoo. If it was straight mistaken identity, unrelated situation, we don't know.
Right.
But J-Mane touches on this too and basically just says Chicago just keeps taking its own. It keeps taking good people out before they get a chance to get out. I'm getting emotional even like thinking about this because he's making really good points.
Oh, you going ball. Do your
Oh my
homework
God, J-Mane. Fuck, bro. You need to LeBron
Every time they
James.
kill a motherfucker in Chicago, I lose a hair follicle. It hit different. Break the shit all the way down, son.
Come on, J-Mane.
They talking about J-Man, you losing your hair. Stop killing people.
Nah, for real. Come on, because this shit is sad right here. J-Mane, come on, man. Damn.
Y'all tweaking, bro.
Y'all taking all his hair.
Y'all killed the whole Chicago. That shit is sick, Sean. These people is sick, and they need to wake the up. That shit lame, gang.
Oh, God.
They killing women. They just killed 757 BA baby mama.
But I don't want to put that on them, though. That's just...
Somebody did
I
it.
didn't say that they did it. I'm saying Chicago
Right.
did that,
Okay.
gang. Listen, Sean, Chicago is corrupt.
Listen, Sean.
I was on the phone with...
So, like, I know he's kind of joking, but that's his personality. When he's talking about his hair falling out, he's joking low-key, but at the same time, like...
He dead ass, though.
Your hair falls out from stress. He's stressed. He's stressed out about what's going on in Chicago, and it's not cool. We all stressed out. Like, he's from there, okay? He's been involved. He knows a lot of these people. I'm not even from there, okay? But, like, I've valued the scene. I value the people there. Just because I report on the murders and the violence that goes on doesn't mean I condone it. Doesn't mean
I'm from there, bro. Whatever you want to talk about it, I'm from there, bro. And my best friends went to Area right there on 46, nigga. My grandma church was right across the street. I've seen Bayzoo, and he probably wouldn't know me from a can of paint, but I've seen that nigga just being around. Just my grandma living right there. Just my homie and them living on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Like, just from that shit. Like, just kicking it. Like, I've been walking down 47, going in one of them stores, going into JB's, and seeing Zoo and the guy standing out. I like, you know what I'm saying, though? I'm from that. This shit hurt. It's crazy. I told y'all, bro. Every nigga that I grew up listening to is damn near dead or in jail, bro. Every one of them, bro. Lil J in jail. Billionaire Black he's alive and well. Billionaire Black, he not one of the main faces though. Lil JoJo, LA Capone, Young Pappy, nigga, Lil Durk. Shit, I'm gonna forget more than I know. The FBG Duck, like, it's so many. Man, I'm telling you, that whole drill era from 2010 to like 2015, 2016, they all dead, bro. Even some of the new ones, Vaughn, I'm
happy about it going on.
J
And it
Money
stresses me out too, bro. That Basoo news, like me and Remo
Fredo.
was like, we was pulling our hair out, like, yo, is he alive? Like, what's going on, man? Like, people reaching out, like, we trying to get to the bottom of it, man. So I feel him, even though he delivers things in kind of a jokey way. That's real, okay? And I respect J-Mane for everything that he's pushing, okay? And so basically, after this, he basically explained how, look, a lot of these THF members, they're probably not on the same page anymore. And a lot of people, maybe they're getting too big for the program, or maybe the beef is so intense and so complex that there really ain't a way for them to squash this. Like, it's out of control at this point with
I
THF.
get him on Woots, but I talked to THF Rome, and then he was like, nah, G-Baby be thinking he bigger than the program, da-da-da-da-da. You catch my drift,
so that
and it be
explains
shit
why
that happened in the past. I don't know, but I don't have no problem with G-Baby. I don't know why the fuck he not on Whoops. I don't have a problem with a lot of people.
Man, why I'm
but
not
I'ma tell
on
you like
Whoops,
Rome told
J-Man?
me, J-Man, I come on Whoops. You did your homework on THF Rome? You know who that is? Now, Rome, one of them niggas too, like Basoo. Break this shit all the way down.
So he's basically saying Rome's a serious guy from over THF, man. You can go watch my documentary about THF. We talk about all the different members, all the serious stuff that's going on. But he basically saying, like, he's trying to bring people together to do content and push peace. And I think a lot of people take his message maybe not so seriously because he is kind of like, you know, not necessarily serious all the time, but he's, even when he's not serious, he's being serious. And he's saying, look, he's trying to get the members over here to do whoops or interviews, however you want to call it. But like, it's more complicated than that. And sometimes he's saying the beef gets more complicated than he can even know. Now, after this, J-Mane basically goes on to break it down and basically say that, like, when he first heard the news about Basoo passing away, he says that he was confused. And he was saying that he didn't think that would have gone down in this area. He actually says that this is like a Mexican gang area. And he was just surprised. He was surprised Basoo was over there. How could this have gone down there? Like, he was just confused when he first heard the news.
In the Uber in Chicago, first of all, when they told me where the fuck Basoo got killed at, they said 31st and Pulaski. I say, bitch, is that in Chicago or not? Like, that's not a block I ever heard of. He got killed in a Mexican's hood, Sean.
It's a block I heard of. I had a few Mexican homies that lived that way. So I know, but it's in Little Village though. Like, basically, like I said when it first happened, like that ain't no place where like the ops coming to slide by, none of that shit. Like, no, like that's like, you know.
Say on BD on King David.
On BD on King David.
It hit different when you get killed in a Mexican hood, gang. That fucked me up, bro.
So he's saying that like he was confused at where it all went down,
That means
and
some niggas
there was a little
came
moment actually earlier in this interview. I'll
out they
jump
way to
over
do
it,
that
but
shit, sure.
basically there was a section earlier on around here where he was basically saying like, you know, people were wondering why Bayzoo was getting around in an Uber, but J-Mane basically explains that, like, look, if you're moving right and you've got things situated, like, you can move around Chicago in an Uber, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a bit of a lack. Like, some people be getting caught lacking in the Uber.
Mm-hmm.
You only have to listen to, like, 2 seconds of a Bloodhound Lil Jeff song to find out about, you
God.
know, how people get caught up in the Ubers, man. It's crazy.
Is that a thing not to do in Chicago? You shouldn't take an Uber?
Shit, do your homework. Sometimes I take Ubers, Sean. Do your homework, and sometimes you ain't got no choice. It's the rack, folk. So sometimes, but do your homework on canceling your driver if you see the wrong motherfucker.
No, for real, though.
Niggas hit different.
No,
But
that nigga look little. I don't know about that. I'm gonna wait till I get an old white lady. Like, no, for
Sometimes
real
the
though.
motherfucker, it'll be you gotta check your driver. Like, hold on, it was a bitch that popped up, but it's a nigga driving. It's crazy. Break the shit down.
So, yeah, I personally, I mean, I probably would be getting them Ubers in Chicago, but it might be a shiesty in the back. I ain't going to lie to you, man. But, you know, another thing that he brings up that was interesting is he basically says, look, Bayzoo probably had a false sense of security because he had his gun on him. But as we saw from that footage, there wasn't really any time to react.
No
and
time.
You didn't see the threat coming from down the alleyway when, you know, it's easy to say from the footage, yeah, you should have seen that coming. But, you know, he was distracted. He was about to put some car parts in the back of the whip. Like,
That's how easy it is.
You can't be
though.
on point at all times, man. That's what I'm trying to
How
say.
you whoop, Sean? You gotta be careful. So I don't know if Bayzoo actually took a Uber to his low, but Bayzoo, he probably had it on him. If he was whooping like that, I'm sure Bayzoo had it on him.
He had
Like,
somewhere.
Let's put it like this.
Somebody had it on him.
Jumping in an Uber in Chicago.
So they're saying, look, he probably had it on him, right? But it wasn't good enough. And I feel like that's the thing. I feel like I meet a lot of rappers. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to snitch on anyone right here, yeah? But I meet a lot of rappers, and a lot of the time, dudes be like, yeah, I'm good. I got the security. I didn't need no security. I got the security right here. And it's like, bruh, you need the security watching your back, bro. Because it's like, you got to pull that thing out. You got to flip. I don't even know. Bro, I don't deal with firearms, okay? But it's like, you got to pull that thing out. You got to get the safety off, bro. That it might be too late, bro. So that's not enough. That's honestly not enough security for you, bro. Like, that's actually not enough. So J-Mane will basically close out the interview. He would reflect on how he felt that there was a time when kind of.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, you can't be on point at all times. But if it's 3 of y'all, and you know this is Basoo, and somebody supposed to be looking, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be somebody's job to play security. Shit, if they ain't the real security, they supposed to play security. And goddamn it, be, you know,
calm down in Chicago, like in the real golden era when like him and Tay Savage were really pushing peace, and that was a beautiful moment. Shout out to Tay Savage. You know, I was doing my best to push Tay Savage's message during that period, and I really respect it. But now he's saying things have fired up in the streets again, man, and not everyone's on the same page no more, and a lot of these old beefs have got reignited, and that pushing peace stuff, man, it's not as easy as it looked a minute ago. That's what he's saying.
Sean.
Oh shit, man! Every time I do that
Chicago,
shit, hold on, y'all. Fuck, I'm gonna let it play.
We did see shit calm down. We did
I'm
see
still here,
shit
y'all.
calm down.
I gotta connect my shit back.
Now this is do grow. This shit ain't even making my shit grow, bro.
Oh my god,
I'm talking about do grow. This shit don't grow.
J-Mane.
Now in Chicago, what was the question?
J-Mane, bro. You gotta
You
get
think
your
shit gets
together,
crazier
bro.
after this?
We seen
Hold on,
the violence in Chicago slow down when J-Mane and Tay Savage started pushing the piece.
Speeding back up
you had
now.
all the real niggas like, hold on, is this what we on? Can we do this right now? Then when certain shit get to happening, some motherfuckers just naturally kill us and they get tired of just keeping peace. For them, some motherfuckers is naturally fucked up and them motherfuckers that need to be locked up.
Yeah.
You catch my drift? Some motherfuckers
Ladies
do
and
need
gentlemen.
No cap.
I can't say that. I can't say nobody really need. It's hard to say motherfuckers need to be like. They don't need to be with us. They need to be somewhere else.
Oh, bro.
So look, I know a lot of the time, like the message and the messenger kind of gets a little bit mixed up, especially when it comes to J-Mane when he's sometimes unserious. But look, I totally agree, man. We need to push more peace. I miss that era when we was doing pushing peace in Chicago. Unfortunately,
But we need help though, bro. We need help, bro. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, we can't do this shit by ourselves. When J-Man was doing that pushing peace, I feel like all the rappers should have joined in. Like, hey, we pushing. Hey, I'm with that. Like, yeah, let's push peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should have been more of like a, yeah. But Chicago, the culture of a Chicago motherfucker is literally like, no, I ain't doing fuck that shit. Like, you see how everybody had a problem with how J-Man was doing it, or J-Man ain't the right person to do it, or okay, he not the right person to do it, but nigga, you ain't doing it. Everybody had some type of problem with everything J-Man was trying to do. You feel me? The whole time, no matter what he tried to do, how he tried to do it, you had his own homie, FBG Young, on that motherfucker telling him, go die. Go to O Block and do this. Go do that. You gotta do it this way, otherwise it ain't gonna work. Like, if you got, Chicago is 3 million motherfucking people. It's probably 500,000 black people. If you got all 500,000 of these black people saying you need to do some different shit, we ain't never gonna get nowhere, bro. You feel me? Instead of everybody just falling, nobody. But that's the thing about Chicago culture. Nobody want to fall in line. That's why it ain't no gang chiefs. That's why it ain't no gang leaders. That's why it ain't no big dogs or made man and all that shit don't even exist in Chicago, because nobody, like, somebody will smoke you. It's nobody. You cannot check into a hood in Chicago and pull up to the hood and safely know that nobody gonna rob you if you got 500,000 jewelry on, because I don't give a fuck who it is, because he said so. Nigga, I'll shoot him. That's the attitude in Chicago, folks. They gonna instantly, I shoot that nigga. You think I'm finna listen to him? Fuck, I'm finna rob dude ass. Get the fuck out of my way, or you get your ass robbed too. Like, and so that's the attitude everybody had when J-Man was super trying to push peace, and I feel like that probably discouraged them. Everything I fucking try to make the city better, ain't nobody trying to make no content house, build no studios, no motherfucking playgrounds. Ain't nobody doing nothing. They passing out turkeys and Thanksgiving and some Christmas gifts. That's it, shorty. Ain't nobody else really trying to do nothing. And then the one nigga that try to do something, y'all criticize him every chance y'all get. Oh, you ain't no real member to be doing that. Oh, you ain't no to be doing that. Oh, you a lame nigga. Oh, you did that with the younger crowd. You supposed to do that with us. So, like, oh, you know what I'm saying though? Like, that shit, boy.